you're biased, Hasan, you're woke,
than
Hasan,
3.
you're gay, whatever the fuck, okay? I just
Hi,
don't want
xQc.
other content creators to get fucking destroyed by this kind of toxic behavior. Okay? That's it. Like, even
Rosie chill,
beyond
Rosie chill, Rosie chill, Rosie chill out.
the Adolf Hitler associations, okay?
Whoa!
I think
Associations! What? What?
outside of like being woke, there's an environment of toxicity associated with these guys that are like serial harassers, serial doxers, incredibly toxic, and it completely rips apart the remaining semblance of community that Twitch has had as opposed to other platforms like YouTube. I mean, he's done virtually every bad decision you can take. He's done all of that. I mean, he recently...
People get banned for the most outrageous shit over and over and over again, never get permitted. Okay? Adin gets permitted, Adin gets unbanned. And for 2 years, everybody was like, dude, what if this happens? What if that? This would, this could, this would, this will. This could, this can, this could, right? And now that that's getting banned, everybody's, oh my god, dude, would, this could happen. Bro, it's starting to sound like fucking schizos. People are starting to sound like actual fucking schizos. It's insane. Bro, I hate this like big wall of smoke, cloud of smoke, everybody's trying to cook that, dude, people are gonna fucking die. People are going to, dude, if the guy gets unbanned, like people will die. People are going to die, like literally, dude. Like, dude, relax. Holy shit. Like, let it play out, see what happens. I'm confused.
He had Andrew Tate on he paid him money to be on his platform on Kick. And I mean, he's done a metric ton of awful shit. I hope that he is more limited. I hope that he is limited in what he can and can't say now that he's on. Maybe that's the silver lining. Maybe I'm just like desperately looking for a silver lining.
It's not a great take.
Because I can't comprehend why a company that ostensibly cared about what kind of content is allowed on the platform would make a decision like this. Like, I think that there was a time.
That's the irony is kind of appalling here. I think listen, I'm not trying to see Hasan in the worst possible light, right? So I'm not gonna do that to him. But he's seeing everybody else in the worst possible light, and I think it's a little bit unfair. I think it's a little bit unfair. I think the only thing you could wish is that you wish that he sees the opportunity for what it is, and he has been trying to play his cards right, so that if the unban does happen, right, that he has all his ducks in a row, and he's been doing that though. Adin has been generally trying to clean up his brand, right? After seeing like the consequences and being cast aside, he has been doing that though. He absolutely has. And to not give him the credit for that, to not give the credit for somebody who has been doing better, in my opinion, is almost as bad as doing the bad yourself. Okay? Because you cannot stand there and act like you're a progression, guys. Guys, progression. We want to get better. We want to evolve. We want to get new ideas, whatever. Wait a minute. You had this old idea, and now you have a new idea? No, you're not allowed. You're not allowed to have a new take. You're not allowed to evolve as a person. You are what you were before. You stay there. Because we don't do that here. Wait a minute. It's contradictory. If you are for change, if you're somebody who advocates for growth, then you let people grow when they do. And the least you could do is be neutral when somebody does better. I would hope you would be positive. Like you guys always say, you defend it. When somebody that does bad things does better and does try harder, like Neon or whatever, I underline, I say, guys, listen, this guy was a fuckhead and I get that, but he's been trying to do better, and we can celebrate that at least in some way. The least you could do is be neutral and say, hey, it is what it is, I'm moving on, right? But to be negative when somebody does better, that's just awful. I don't give a fuck. You're on the right, on the left, on the rooftop, on the rug. you're in the sewers, you're in the circle, and the whatever fucking wing you're in politically. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. You do that shit, you're a fucking loser. Okay, if you're a negative and some people do better, you're a loser. Let's be honest. Maybe. Oh, I'm not gonna say it.
Time and place when people would just be like, okay, if you're espousing neo-Nazi views,
if you're somebody who shits on people that do better, you are inherently jealous. You're jealous because you feel threatened that you as a person, when you try to do better, you don't, and you don't evolve. When you see other people do better, you wish you could do that, and it casts a shadow on you, and it makes you upset. It hurts you at your core. Your identity starts to erode because you're doing something that you cannot do, bitch ass.
You're espousing like Holocaust revisionism. You're done. You're out. And it was good. It was a good moment while it lasted. I think that's a pretty decent standard to set. No, big disagree. There's a big difference in not having a say on whether or not he's unbanned and openly saying, I don't know, maybe he changed, good luck. Yeah, I think these are people that just don't want the endless torrent of fucking hate coming their way. Doxing, swatting, shit like that. Because let's be fucking real. Adin Ross entertained that for years. He actually... He literally fucking... He hyped it up. He loved that shit. 100%. And he got rewarded for it. And he never actually... He never actually turned around and said, yeah, maybe this is not the way to go. Hasan, I like your mansion.
Okay. Okay, let me give you an example. Let's say Twitch says, you know, dude, making jokes and shit and doing whatever about, let's say, you know, like last time when they got banned for this, the people dying, like, oh, this guy, like, guys, this is just a joke, guys, free Luigi, haha, the guy who killed somebody. Oh, guys, remember last time he got banned for last time, right? What if Twitch says, yo, listen, we're turning the knob on that, right? And we don't do that shit anymore at all. What if I said, oh, guys, look at Hasan's chat. Look at his community. Look at his chat. Look at what he's doing over the years. This is who he is. This is what he does. And let's hold it against him until eternity. Every time he wants to be unbanned, right? Let's just say, oh, Hasan, is that the guy that his chat does this and he does that? Is that the guy who's been not moderating and embracing the people that wish people's harm and death, whatever? Let's not do that. And he would hate it if people did that to him. But oh, guys, I have the high ground. I have the moral high ground. Adin is not looked at as the good guy or whatever. I can stick some jabs or whatever. I'm gonna act like this. I think that's fucking annoying. I hate this shit when people use their position of strength to do things that they would not like, that they wouldn't do to themselves. I think it's
Thanks,
incredibly disingenuous. It's disingenuous.